Like, I don't, what, like, December? Christmas time, I think, was my last video. I mean, I have been busy. I have been really busy. Well, this is the next episode of My Thoughts, and I'm thinking about changing the title to My Thoughts On. Let me know in the comments below or tweet me on Twitter or stuff what you guys think about me changing it to that. Subtle change, you know, but I feel like it flows a little bit better. Alright. This video is also a few weeks late, being that I meant to get it up earlier this week, and literally every single night this week, something kept coming up that I needed to get done, or something that was inhibiting me from doing this, or whatever. So this is My Thoughts, or My Thoughts On, whichever one, to be determined, episode 3. And as you can probably tell by the title, we're going to be discussing Black Ops 4. We got the announcement officially about a week or two ago now. Again, also a little late to getting that, but again, things kept coming up. We officially now have the title, and it is officially called Black Ops 4. I don't know if you guys are hyped or what, but I am so hyped for this game to come out. Personally, I have very much enjoyed the Call of Duty installments for the last few years, being Infinite Warfare and World War II. I know, as far as mass community goes, not many people have been super into either of those games. So I guess I want to start off where it all began, and, you know, I guess you could say it began with the tweet from Marcus Sellers. I'm going to go ahead and pull that tweet up on the screen, and as you guys, by now, you probably know what the tweet says, but I'll go ahead and we'll reread it again anyway. COD 2018 is Black Ops 4 and is coming to PS4, Xbox, PC, and Switch. It is set in modern times and is boots on the ground. The Switch version will support DLC, HD rumble, and motion controls. The Switch version is also being ported by a company which is familiar with COD games. And you know, he was actually pretty much right. A lot of people were doubting him and stuff. But he ended up pretty much hitting the nail on the head, other than talking about the Switch version of it. So then people are going back now and they're like, oh, the Switch can't run this, you know, the hardware's not good enough, or whatever. Well, I don't know how fair of an argument that is, considering that Treyarch did bring Black Ops 3, albeit very much cut down. They did bring it to the Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3. You know, granted, it also didn't look the greatest, but it didn't run horribly, and it didn't look that great, but very playable. Anyway, if we go back to Black Ops 3 again in their announcement titles and stuff, Black Ops 3 for Xbox, PS4, and PC was announced on April 26th. The 360 and PS3 versions weren't announced until June 9th. So there's what, a 2-month gap in between the announcement dates for those versions of the game. So it's still very possible, and I honestly think very likely, that we're going to see Black Ops 4 on the Nintendo Switch in some capacity. Another argument against it is people have been saying that, oh, you know, the Switch doesn't have the hardware or whatever to be able to handle this game. Well, that's also not true either. Because we have seen Call of Duty on many mobile devices with hardware not anywhere near as good as a Switch. For example, they had them on the Nintendo DS, they had them on the PSP, and they even had them on flip phones. I mean, granted it was like a little 16-bit, 8-bit shooter or whatever, but they had it on flip phones. As well as they also have various incarnations of Call of Duty titles on mobile phones. Whether it's, you know, either of the Zombies games on the phone, or Call of Duty Strike Team, which, you know, I mean, that's not a Zombies game, but it is pretty much a full-fledged Call of Duty title. Granted, not in the main series and stuff, but still, you know, it can be done. And granted, it wouldn't look as good as the other ones, but it would be very playable, and I think it'd be dumb if Treyarch did not bring this to the Switch. And quite frankly, out of any of the 3 studios that would bring it to the Switch, I think Treyarch would be the ones that are most likely to. So we'll go ahead and we'll get into what I'd like to see in the game, and what I hope to see in the game. We haven't gotten any, you know, information about when the game is taking place or not, other than the rumor from Marcus Sellers' tweet that said it's going to be a modern day. And, you know, that's actually what I'm really hoping for. Either modern day or a near future setting, like Black Ops 2 was. And if you guys don't know, Black Ops 2 is probably my favorite Call of Duty of all time. I was hoping this year that there was going to be some mainstream shooter game. You know, that's a big deal and whatever. You know, whether it was Battlefield or Call of Duty. And right now the rumors going around that seem to be pretty substantial is that the next Battlefield game is going to be in a World War II setting. So I'm very happy, or I'm very hopeful, that Black Ops 2 is either going to be a modern time or a very near future setting. Hopefully the story of it is connecting the events between Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 3. Because, I mean, between Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 3, there's like, 40 years of history between the two? And there wasn't really a whole lot of connection in-game to begin with. I think there were a few tiny references here and there, but there really wasn't any substantial connection. Now, however, they did, in Black Ops 3, within the safe house or wherever it was, had a computer module that you can go in, and they did have details of what happened between Black Ops 2 and Black Ops 3. So maybe they're going to take what was in that computer and put that into Black Ops 4, and that's the Black Ops 4 story. I haven't gone back and read through that, so I'd be interested to go actually read what it is. Even if they don't do that, I would really like them to connect Black Ops 2 to Black Ops 3, you know, because there was a lot of difference. Also, as far as the campaign goes, I would like to see the ability to change loadouts come back prior to missions. I really did like the safe house concept in Black Ops 3. I thought it was very good, very well implemented, and I really would like to see it come back. Boots on the ground, you know. I think World War II, regardless of what you think of it, many people can say that they love the boots on the ground aspect of the game. I, for one, was one of them. You know, I had nothing against the advanced movement systems of the last 3 games, but it was very refreshing to go back to boots on the ground to see that Call of Duty still knows how to make a boots on the ground game. At the same time, being it is Treyarch, I can see them implementing some sort of advanced movement system, albeit maybe very basic. And I think that if they do it right, it could be a good thing. You know, it'd have to correlate to the story in some way, shape, or form that it actually makes sense and fits into the story. And they'd have to be very meticulous with how they would implement it. And for me, at least the only way I can see them bringing it into the game at all is, you know, maybe the campaign, you know, if it is connecting Black Ops 2 to Black Ops 3, beginning of the campaign, boots on the ground, they don't have it yet, and maybe near the end of the game, you know, the technology for advanced movement's just coming out, so you get to tease at it a little bit and have very basic advanced movement. I know that sounds like an oxymoron, but very basic advanced movement may not be a bad thing if it's at the very end of the campaign and it makes sense in the story. And then if it comes up, well, would they add it to the multiplayer? And I think if they, again, this is all speculation, and I really hope that I really would prefer boots on the ground, you know? But if they did add it, I'm thinking that maybe it would be some sort of kill streak reward, where you get it, and you have advanced movement for 10, 15 seconds, maybe. I don't know. You know, some amount of time, you would have advanced movement. Kind of like, you know, like any other kill streak, and then if you die, then you lose it, you know? That way it's accessible to anyone, but they also have to balance it well. But preferably, you know, I really would prefer not to see it again, yet. Next thing I think they need to do as far as multiplayer goes and everything is to get rid of weapon variations that change how the gun performs, like in Infinite Warfare, or grants extra XP, like in World War II. It's not a balanced system, and especially for people that are brand new to the game, it really puts them at a disadvantage against people who have been playing it for a little bit longer and have, you know, all the money and stuff, and have all these supply drops, and they have all these other variations of weapons and stuff. So I really think they need to get rid of the weapon variation system. Also, they need to make it where once a new weapon comes out, it's available for anyone. Anybody can get it, no problem, don't have to pay for anything. Which is not what Black Ops 3 did. We all know that Black Ops 3 added a lot of cool weapons into the game, but they made them supply drop exclusive, which is horrible. That's dumb. Hopefully they don't go back to that, because I would be very upset if they did. and I think a lot of other people would do. And that's where Infinite Warfare and World War II, again, did really good, is they made it available for every single person in the game. You know, maybe once you get to a certain level or rank or whatever, but still, it was available for anybody. And it's just a much more balanced and fair system when everyone can have it. There's also rumors of a remastered game this year as well, but this video is already turning into a very long one, so we're going to save that topic for a whole nother video. Last thing I just want to briefly talk about is the reveal and the release. We had a very early reveal this year, again, which is very nice, you know. And according to Treyarch, the Black Ops 4 community reveal event is May 17th, with an official release on October 12th. And I'm very happy that we're going to be getting a Call of Duty game in October. The last one that we ever got in October was Call of Duty 2. Call of Duty 2. I don't even know how long ago that was, but that's a long time ago. Every other game after that has been in November. And I don't know if this is so they're facing less competition from Battlefield 5 coming out, as well as the highly anticipated Red Dead Redemption 2 coming out in October as well, late October. So that would be my guess as to why they're doing this. Shout out to Tomb Raider, also, you Tomb Raider fans, because I know I am. September 14th, so that's a little bit more out of the competition zone. So I think they're pretty safe where they're nestled in right now. So that's pretty much all for this video, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you did make it this far, please go ahead, smash that like button, subscribe if you are new, and hopefully it's not like another 3 months before any more activity on my channel. The next few months are going to be a little bit crazy, but I'm hoping after June and July that we're going to have a more consistent schedule of uploads, streams, things like that. So, next episode, we are going to be talking about the possibility of a remastered game, especially with these newest leaks regarding a Modern Warfare 2 remastered surfacing. There's a lot to dive into. And so, yeah. Thank you all. Have a great day, and hope to see you guys again here real soon. Bye-bye.